Welcome to Montana Family Homestead. Today is a slightly different episode. I'm embarking on an exciting journey from the beautiful mountainous landscapes of Montana all the way to the swamps of Georgia. Join me as I head to the Peach State to experience a thrilling adventure with two of my nephews, a niece, her husband, their families, on a wild hog hunt. Before I hit the road, thanks to today's technology, I was able to get all the licenses necessary for this adventure. I've never been to Georgia before, one of the states I have never been to. So it was really something to head down there in the middle of the winter here and enjoy some nice warm weather and some hog hunting.
It's been a pretty long day. I took off this morning around 4 at home and spent most of the day in the air in airports, and I just landed in Savannah, Georgia. I'm going to be meeting some of my nephews down here. We're going to go hog hunting. Kind of a fast trip. Decided to do it. Unfortunately, Mary didn't come along, but I'm down here waiting on my baggage, and hopefully we'll be on our way soon. I left Kalispell this morning around 7. Almost didn't make it in time because of the blizzard conditions between Libya and Kalispell. But the rest of the way was nice, good weather. Went from Kalispell to Los Angeles to Houston, and then Houston to Savannah, Georgia. Waiting for my nephews to pick me up. We were a little bit late. I had some issues with communications in Houston, so we're about a half hour, 40 minutes later than we should have been, but down here, and we got these nice big chairs to sit on out front. Real Southern hospitality. Got camp set up here. Just chilling out on a Sunday, sitting around the campfire. It's probably 65, 70 degrees. Getting warm. Getting warm about a minute.
So after a long day of travel, we got to camp pretty late. All the airports and everything to catch. Most of the day sitting in the airports. We finally arrived late in Savannah. Got to camp, and then we sat around the campfire for a couple hours, just kind of catching up. This is family I don't see, all the time. But yeah, I was definitely excited to be there, to spend time with them, just hanging around the campfire. And they had camp set up before I got there. They've been there almost a week before I got there. So everything was set up, and really grateful for the hospitality. Kind of took me under their wings, and everything was set up. I basically showed up with 2 bags and my gear, and yeah, it was an awesome time. Sunday we just lounged around the campfire, went on a drive, did a little bit of sightseeing. Sunday we spent relaxing. Here we're chopping some firewood, hanging out. Sunday afternoon we went down along the river, did some sightseeing, getting ready for the next day, but yeah, mostly just hanging out. Here Lavon is frying some hamburgers for supper, and boy were they good. Including these birds circling overhead. I think there might have been a carcass or something back there. They were circling around for quite a while. And including the big sand dune right in camp. The kids had an awesome time. They were back there most of the day, digging around, playing, jumping. And here we found a big snapping turtle. I tried not to get too close because these things can sometimes move faster than what a guy thinks. He was desperately trying to get back into his hole. Finally he crawled into the brush, but eventually he did crawl back into his hole. Warm, put your finger there.
here, getting ready to head out.
We're heading out back into the swamp. This year, they said it was drier than normal. We were able to get into a lot of areas that were usually underwater. This particular spot, you can see the water on our right. We're heading back into a high point. These hogs were really hitting the hardwood ridges. A lot of oaks down there. So that's what we were looking for. Looking for spots that are remote, further off the road, sometimes a mile off the road, getting away from easy access. And when we hit those spots, we were getting into a lot more sign.
Check this out. I have never hunted before. It's been a place where it looked like this. I think they call these things booskids. All these little wood things sticking up where these cypress trees breathe. The dark line appears to be what is often the high water mark. Looks like a lot of times where I'm standing would be about head level and even deeper in the water.
The dark line here is the high water mark. Some of these places were 8, 9, 10 feet above our heads. The little wood things sticking up, I think they're called buskios. That's how the trees breathe. In this particular spot, I felt like I was on borrowed time. You could see how high the water often was, so kind of kept looking around like, is the water going to come up really quick? And then, of course, there was a slogging through the swamps. There's some places that we couldn't get through because it was too deep. But we did find some spots that were back in, and we're able to get through. What's going on here, you might ask? Well, we discovered there was more game in areas that are called oxbows. It's an area where the river used to flow. There's still a channel there. Now the main source of the river is flowing in a different area, and there was a lot of these in this particular area, averaging from, maybe 15, 20 acres to a couple hundred acres. So getting across these, a boat would have been better, but we didn't have one. So on this particular scene, we floated this log across, tied it off, and the log that we floated across we used as a handrail as we very, very slowly and carefully walked on the log that was submerged. And we were just hoping that the tide was going down and not up, because if it would have came up 2 more inches, all our boots would have been completely soaked. Here you can see the water is right on the top of the boots. And we went over there, spent the day over there. One of the guys harvested a hog. And by the time we got that process done and we came back to this spot, it was dark. And yeah, this is where a couple of guys come in really handy. So crossing that in the dark. Here there's another spot on the same day where there was a nice tree that was just filled right over the creek or the stagnant water. And we walked.
Sunset down here in Georgia. Spend about half the afternoon down here just sitting in this spot waiting on something to come through. Haven't seen anything yet. A lot of hundreds, a lot of swamping areas.
I apologize for the quietness of my voice during some of these sessions. Rule number 1 when hunting is don't yell in the woods. So my apologies for that. And I somehow remember that I need a mic, but every time I'm home I forget it. My nephew Marcus was hunting with an old style muzzleloader, black powder. As any hunter knows, use extreme caution when approaching down game. Even if, just use caution. But sometimes reflexes are still alive. We'd seen this hog's ear twitch just a little bit, waited a while, but as he walked up, all of a sudden things got very interesting. And this is where experience comes in to be on the ready, and this is why it is extremely important to always approach down game with caution.
it's nice when you were able to shoot that sucker.
This is something I wasn't quite expecting in Georgia. All that frost. It got down to, I think, mid-20s last night. Pretty nippy. We're out here eating breakfast, drinking coffee.
Well, there you have it. That was quite an adventure, hunting wild hogs in Georgia. We had some great time sitting around the campfire, making new memories that will last a lifetime. I can't thank my nephews and niece enough, their families, everyone that was involved, for the invite, the hospitality, and just everything they did for me while I was there. And remember, get out there, enjoy the wildlife, enjoy the great outdoors. It was so great just to unplug for a couple of days. Get rid of the rat race. Go reset. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for going along on this journey.
It is January 1, 2026. We're here at the gas station headed up to the airport. Seeing a lot of these old birds up here that I used to see when I was a boy. Grackles is something we don't really have out where we're at, but it's warmer this morning, still frost on the ground. It's a beautiful day here in South Georgia. It's going to be flying home. Get home in Kalispell tonight, probably around 10. It'll be a long day of flying. In the airport in Savannah, looks like it's time to add to my shot glass collection. I have not been to the state of Georgia before, and I do not have a Georgia glass. Here we go.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for going along on this journey.
This is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed Marvin's epic southern pig hunt in the beautiful state of Georgia. Please give us a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We love hearing from you. Goodbye till next time.